The mall stood deserted, empty, lifeless.
Footsteps echoing.
Alex, the lone security guard, walked the echoing corridors. His footsteps were heavy, the only sound in the vast emptiness. Fluorescent lights hummed overhead, casting harsh, cold light on the shuttered storefronts.
Shivering.
A chill ran down Alex's spine. He felt a presence, unseen eyes watching him. He quickened his pace, eager to escape the oppressive silence. He reached the mirror shop. Its glass storefront reflected his image back at him, distorted and eerie in the dim light. He paused, a sense of unease settling over him. Countless reflections stared back, multiplying his loneliness.
Shivering again.
A shiver ran down his spine. He averted his gaze, stepping away from the unsettling display. The feeling of being watched intensified. He continued his rounds, the unsettling encounter with the mirrors lingering in his mind. He glanced nervously at reflective surfaces, a knot of dread forming in his stomach. Passing a clothing store, he caught a glimpse of movement in the window reflection. He stopped, heart pounding.
Heart pounding.
A shadowy figure, barely perceptible, stood in the reflection behind him. He whirled around, but there was nothing there. A cold sweat broke out on his skin.
He tried to shake off the fear, convincing himself it was his imagination. But the image in the window, though fleeting, was seared into his mind.
He pressed on, his senses on high alert. Each step felt heavy, laden with a growing sense of dread.
As he passed the mirror shop again, he couldn't resist a quick glance. His blood ran cold. The shadowy figure was back, this time closer, clearer in the reflection. He backed away slowly, his gaze fixed on the reflection. The figure in the mirror moved towards him, its features obscured by darkness. Panic surged through him. He stumbled backward, bumping into a display stand.
The mirror shattered, a rush of cold air washing over him. He fell, tumbling into a swirling darkness, the fragments of glass slicing through him. He landed hard on a cold, hard surface. Disoriented, he looked around. He was surrounded by mirrors, reflecting his image back at him from all sides. He was trapped within the reflection.
He pounded on the glass, his cries for help echoing around him. But the sound was muffled, trapped within the confines of the mirror.
He slid down against the cold glass, despair washing over him. He was alone, cut off from the world he knew. As his reflection stared back at him, a horrifying thought took root. Which side of the mirror was real?
Was he trapped within the reflection? Or was the reflection now his only reality? The line between the real and the reflected blurred, leaving him lost in a terrifying, inescapable abyss.